It's me, Shanny, and welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and that is tattoo tracing. So, I know you all don't really see it a lot, but I do have quite the collection of tattoos. A lot of them are on the smaller side and like hidden all over my body, so you don't see them too often. I've been wanting to do it for a while, like I said, but I wanted to get another big tattoo to just make the video a bit more interesting, and I had planned on getting a half sleeve for a while, and I just kept pushing it off because I was indecisive, but for my birthday I finally got this one done here. No peeking yet, you will see it soon. Patience, patience. But I figured now's the time. There are a couple tattoos I do want to get as well, but I'll just make another tattoo tracing video when I get those. Now, for those of you who are concerned about me tracing my new ink and it hurting, it doesn't hurt, but also I will be using this very soft makeup brush to trace away my tattoos, so you don't have anything to worry about, and I appreciate you caring about me. Now, there are some tattoos that you might think look a little on the rough side, but I don't regret any of my tattoos. They all have sentimental or special memories or meaning to me. So don't worry about it. I'm never going to get anything covered up. It doesn't bother me if they look rough because you'll hear stories about them and they mean a lot to me. So without further ado, let's start tracing. Okay. So the first tattoo I would like to show you all is on my left bicep, and it is a palm tree, obviously. Now, this isn't the first tattoo that I've got. It's just one of my favorites because it's a little sentimental to me. I got this tattoo with my mother, and she only has 2 tattoos, this being one of them. And we got it because our favorite tree is a palm tree. Well, other than a cherry blossom, I love those too. But we live in Michigan, as a lot of you know, and it is so cold here all the time. So I always joke that I am cold-blooded like a reptile, like a snake, and I need to be in hot weather to be happy. So I wish I lived somewhere tropical, and I don't. So this is my way of having a piece of the tropics, I guess, with me always. So I very much enjoy this palm tree tattoo. I tend to prefer grayscale tattoos. I didn't realize that until much later, so you'll see some tattoos with color, but overall I prefer black and gray tattoos. I like that the tattoo artist was able to keep so much detail with it just being black and gray. Alright, much to say about this one, other than I really like the placement and that it means a lot to me. Okay, this next tattoo is also on my left arm, and I'm sure a lot of you might look at it and see a spider. However, if you know me well, you know I am obsessed with Spider-Man, and this is the Spiderman logo. So obviously this is one of my favorites as well. I wanted it to be a little off center, and it is also on my left wrist. And I feel like the artist did a really great job. This is a different artist than this tattoo and this tattoo. But he was so sweet because I came in without an appointment and asked for this and a couple others, and I'll show you, and he did them all on the same day. So I very much enjoy this tattoo, and with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, this next tattoo is very simple, and it is also on my left hand. It is a cross, and it was actually done again by the same artist who did the palm tree and the Roman numeral date. Now, I talk about it quite a bit, but I'm sure a lot of you know that I am religious. I used to be addicted to drugs, heroin specifically, for a little while, and a long story short, everything fell into place where I couldn't purchase it anymore, therefore I couldn't take it, and I just quit cold turkey. And it was my faith and my best friend at the time who helped me get through it. So this has a lot of special meaning to me. I am a firm believer in God, and that is why this is on my hand. So this is one of my favorites as well. Nice and simple. I have a thing for simple line work. And I like the placement of it as well. I originally wanted it more over here, but the tattoo artist told me that over time it could fade and that I should put it off to the side a bit, which is what we did. Occasionally, black tattoos can fade, and you'll have to get them touched up, especially such delicate line work. So I'm glad that I listened to them, and hopefully this lasts a little longer for me. Okay, so I think it's time for the tattoo you've all been waiting to see. This is my brand new tattoo that I got for my birthday. My favorite flower in the whole world is sunflowers. I also very much enjoy cherry blossoms, which is what this is down here. And you can see cherry blossoms on my nails. Also, if you ever watch me stream, I have cherry blossoms in the background of my stream room. But as I mentioned earlier, I have a love really wanted it big, but not too big, so it only comes down to about here where my armpit starts. And it curves up to my collarbone right there. Now, I've been wanting this tattoo for a while, but originally I wanted a Spirited Away sleeve because Spirited Away is my favorite movie. And I do still want like a bathhouse or no face tattooed on me somewhere, but for now I really wanted to do a flower. I kept pushing off getting a tattoo in this spot because I wanted to make sure I really knew what I wanted and that I enjoyed it. I think a lot of you know as well that I have always wanted to be a marine biologist. So another tattoo that I originally wanted here was an ocean scene with like turtles and stuff like that. But again, I didn't like the idea of having a colored tattoo up on my arm in such a prominent place. So I might still get that somewhere else. But for now, I love this tattoo. I found the artist from a friend who got a very similar tattoo on her forearm. And I'm so glad that I went to her. She did a very great job with keeping details even though it was grayscale. I personally love the details on the leaf here. And the details on the cherry blossoms. Like this. This one's really cute. I like this one a lot. And I love the leaves. And I like that she didn't dot the whole inner circle here. So it looks more simple and elegant. So you guys will be seeing this tattoo a lot more in my videos. I hope you like it. I do. Alright, this next tattoo is on my right arm, down on the forearm, and it's from the same artist who did my Spiderman tattoo. Now, it clearly says the word faith. There is some slight scarring right here. It's unfortunate, but I still really like it. I wanted the word faith, because, I'm very religious and I have a lot of faith, and just to remind me to never give up on that. And I wanted the T to look like a cross, so we found this design online. He originally wanted to make it smaller, but I like bigger. Bigger is better in tattoo form for me. So, that is why. And I love cursive. It is so, so pretty. And so this tattoo is very special to me. Very simple, not much more to it, but I really enjoy it and the placement and how simple but elegant it looks to me. Oh gosh, this next tattoo is one of my worst looking tattoos, and one of my silliest. I mean, it's my freaking name. I don't know was 18, because that's when I got it, I thought it was fun to be like, peace sign Shanny in photos. So like when people would take a picture of me, I'd be like, and my name was on my wrist. How more vain could I have been back then? But it says Shanny in a really pretty font, but it's like, so the artist probably didn't care too much, honestly, because it was at a small tattoo shop near my house, and it was during Friday the 13th, and they had a special called $13 Tattoo Day. Y'all, let me stress, don't ever go to somewhere that has $13 Tattoo Day. But that is what it was, and basically they did my name, and I could pick out one little design from a chart, and I really liked roses at the time. So it's Shanny with a poorly shaded rose. And I'm not bashing the artist, they could have been learning, they were very, very nice, but that is just how it looks. If you looked up close, there's like parts of the rose that aren't shaded well, but it was fun because me and my friends went for $13 Tattoo Day, and it is a good memory, and it makes me laugh, so no hate, I still like it, and you know what, I'm still gonna pose like this so y'all can see my name. Alright, now this next tattoo has the absolute most meaning to me out of all of my tattoos. It is from the same artist who did my Spiderman and my Faith tattoo. And it is a Cardinal Feather. Now the funny story about this is that I had always wanted a feather in this place right here. Now the sad part of it is, it's now to commemorate my grandmother who passed away, my Mimi. I'll insert a picture of Mimi here, because she deserves to be commemorated on the internet forever. My Mimi, I was really close with her. She was one of the most supportive people in my life, and she, when I was like down and being bullied or thought I was ugly or fat or anything like that, she always told me how pretty I was, and she never judged me for my interest back when I was like into spooky stuff. Like I used to be really into ghosts and ghost hunting, and she would sit at the table and, you know, do ghost stuff with me, and she would always, every time I saw her, have a new ghost book for me about like haunted attractions in Michigan and stuff like that. Even though she didn't like that stuff, she did it for me. And one of my favorite memories of her, she went out of her way to take me to a city in Michigan that had a haunted hotel, like an old haunted hotel, that they did breakfast at, and you would go eat there, and it was just like the haunted atmosphere, and she drove me all the way out there so that we could have breakfast at this haunted hotel. And she actually drove me to cemeteries that were supposedly haunted to try tricks and stuff with me. So I absolutely adored her, and she never thought I was weird, and I miss her a lot. The point being, her favorite bird, like she was obsessed with cardinals, and she had them everywhere throughout her house, and so I got it colored to be a cardinal feather. Also, I have a twin brother, and as you guys know, his name is Corey. There's a video with him, link in the description. And he got a tattoo and put a cardinal in it as well, the same arm. So we call it our twin tattoo too. So not only is it for my Mimi, but it is also for my twin brother Corey. So this tattoo is one of my all-time favorite tattoos that I will ever have. And I this is going to look so silly, and I'm not sure if you can see it or if it's even in focus, but this next tattoo is behind my right ear, and it is Boo hiding. If you follow Super Mario, or Mario in general, you'll know of Boo the Ghost. I keep one in the background on my cabinet as well that you might be able to see in this video. I am obsessed with ghosts, as I mentioned earlier, and Boo is my favorite because he's cute. And one of his things is when you look at him, he's hiding. So I thought it would be cute to get a Boo tattoo where he's hiding behind my ear from everyone. A lot of people say it looks like Kirby, but that's only because I couldn't do white ink because I have such fair, pale skin. They recommend not doing white ink because it's not going to do anything and it'll just fade and be unnecessary pain. So that is why he doesn't have any white to him. But he's so cute, is he not? And he's hiding because he loves you and he's shy. Okay, this next tattoo is on the back of my neck, and it says, "Your love is a symphony," and I got it with my best friend at the time, and we were both obsessed with this song. We would play it on repeat constantly, and you should look it up, it's really good. It's called "Your Love is a Song" by Switchfoot. And I just could not get enough of this song, and it's actually before I got sober and had my faith, stronger. And it turns out it is a Christian song, and I did not know that at the time, so now it means so much more to me. The funny thing about it is the tattoo artist had a sense of humor, and when she was tattooing it, she just did "Your love is phony" because of the spelling, and then added the rest of the letters after, but we were just laughing so much. I wish I could find the picture we took of that, but I can't. But it means a lot to me because it had to do with my friend and this song and my faith, so. And I love back of the neck tattoos. I think they're so cute. Oh goodness, here we go. This tattoo is probably my worst one and my least favorite, and my first tattoo ever. I didn't know what I wanted. I just like flowers, as you can tell, and I liked roses at the time. I was told that the back of the shoulder here is the least painful spot, which is why I started here. This is my left shoulder. I was an emo child growing up. If you know what that means, it's like punk, more emo, like emotional. And I thought it would be such a good idea to get it dripping blood. Again, no regrets, because this tattoo actually has a lot of meaning that I'll get into here. But not only was it my first tattoo, and I know the shading is kind of poor, but the artist was such a lovely girl, and I found out when I went to get another tattoo that I'll show you in a little bit, that she passed away. So to have her artwork on my back, that means a lot to me, that she's no longer here and I can still rep her artwork. So I will never get it covered up. And I am going to show you all because she has such a amazing personality, and she put that there. So I like it, and it stays. So, and who doesn't love roses? I had this habit in classes in high school, and when I wasn't listening or when I was daydreaming, I would always draw roses that looked exactly like this, dripping blood, or water or tears or whatever. So, that is one of the reasons why I liked this design at the time, because it was something I this logo. For those of you who don't know, it is Star Fox. Not only do I like the games that have to do with Star Fox, I also played Super Smash Bros. Melee competitively. I should add, not well, but I did. And my favorite character and the one I always played was Fox McCloud. So, he means a lot to me. Now, this tattoo is really cool because I got it in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So, it was actually from a world-renowned tattoo artist. I can't remember his name, though I wish I did. But he did this tattoo on me. And another funny story about this tattoo, I was laying down on the bed for him to start tattooing me, and someone asked, well, what's the worst tattoo that you've ever had, like the worst feeling spot? And right when he's about to put the needle in my side, he goes, oh, my ribcage hurt the most. My face, I was like, no. And then he started tattooing me. And it definitely was my most painful tattoo. But it looks so good and I love it so, so much. He did such a good job on the shading and giving it detail. So, I absolutely adore this tattoo. Alright, this next tattoo means a lot to me because it started off with it just being from my favorite band. Their name is McFly and they're from England, and I used to be more obsessed than I am now, but I still absolutely love them, and I would listen to their music on repeat all day long. And they had an album, and this was the artwork on the album, and actually my favorite person in the band drew it, and I really liked it. And I wanted a tattoo for them because I liked them so much, and I didn't want to put a band name on my back in case I ever regretted it, you know? And I am a singer. I'm not well, but I love music. I love to sing. So I figured this microphone would be the best tattoo because it symbolized them, but it also symbolized me singing, which I liked. But the reason it means so much to me now is, one, the artist who tattooed it, her friend was the one who did the rose on my shoulder, and she's the one who let me know that her friend had passed away when I went back for this one, and the idea of her artwork being on my back with her friend made her really happy and then made me happy. So I'm so glad that I have two best friends' artworks on my back, and, you know, that'll be preserved there forever, so I really like that. The other meaning that it had was one of my best friends at the time. I don't know if I should say his name because I don't know if his family would like that. His nickname, we called him, was Trio, and he went to the tattoo shop with me and my friend Jake did to get this tattooed on my back. Now, the tattoo took 6 hours. You heard me correctly, 6 hours, and Trio and Jake sat there the whole time, the absolute whole time, and kept me company, and it meant so much to me. Now, Trio has since passed away, and so knowing that he sat there with me for it for 6 hours makes this tattoo mean an awful lot to me. So, this is my screaming microphone. I get a lot of jokes and it looks like it's being plugged into my butt because the plug is right above my butt, but I still really like it. Okay, I guess here we go. This next one is for all you feet people, I do happen to have 2 tattoos on my feet here. They're just simple star outlines. I actually got the idea from the Taylor Swift album. I believe it was her first one. She had drawn, I think, it was a drawing of stars on her feet, and I wasn't doing it to copy her. I just thought the tattoo was super cute, and again, I like simple tattoos, just like outlines and stuff. So I had to get it. Now I don't know if I should count this as one tattoo or 2 separate tattoos, but they're here. Ignore my terrible pedicure, I need to get a new one. Now, this was one of my most painful tattoos because getting tattooed right here in between your toes hurts so bad.